What's good, YouTube? It's Taeman, and today, man, we're going to be reacting to a Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Kakashi Hatake death battle. Now, me personally, I know a lot about these two individuals, so I'm going to have to give it to Kakashi on this one because of the Sharingan, and I think he has more abilities in general compared to Obi-Wan Kenobi, so I'm going to just rock out with Kakashi. Hopefully he wins. Leave y'all predictions down below in the comment section. And again, if you want to be here live when I am streaming, my channel name is twitch.tv/ydtayman. So if you want to, and you want to come through and just be here with the live reaction, just follow me there. But anyways, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And let's get right to it.
Heroes come in many different forms. Some are heroic protectors of justice, and others are the teachers who guide us toward a brighter future.
And sometimes they're both, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Jedi Master of the Galactic Republic from Star
who's
Wars.
The better teacher?
And Kakashi Hatake, the 6th Hokage of the Hidden Leaf and mentor to Naruto.
Kenobi.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Me
armor,
personally,
and
I don't
skills
think
to find out
Kakashi
who
really-
would win a death
he
battle.
did train Naruto, but
On the distant planet of Tatooine lived an
one
elderly
time
hermit known as Old
Anakin
Ben.
turned into a demon.
His heart heavy with regret and stories to tell.
Cause he wasn't just some crazy old coot. He used to be a badass samurai space wizard.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
It's been
I
a
love a
minute
good
since I paid attention to
Obi-Wan-liner.
Star Wars.
Hello there.
As a child,
I
Kenobi
remember
was
he might be
inducted into the
bottled up.
Jedi Order.
Give me a
Warrior
break.
monks training in the Force over the course of their lives.
And he was trained by the one and only Liam Neeson. Well, until he was murdered by Space Satan.
Though not before they
Darth
discovered
Maul.
a child of prophecy in Obi-Wan's future pupil, Anakin Skywalker.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Eventually, Kenobi rose to the top ranks of the Order, becoming a Jedi Master. Just in time for 2 back-to-back galactic wars.
Sounds like fun when you've got his classic lightsaber,
Man,
which
Star
can cut through
Star Wars
basically
was so
anything
fun,
with
bro.
enough
Especially
force.
Battlefront
Get it?
2.
Including
I
the
think that's
duranium
what it was
armor of
called.
General Grievous, which can take volleys from starfighter cannons.
It's an elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Because, mutilating and decapitating people left and right is way more honorable.
Kenobi has studied 7 forms of lightsaber combat, and is the undisputed master of Form 3, Soresu.
Which is all about defense and waiting for your opponent to make a mistake
I
to
remember
land a
watching that
finishing
version
blow.
on,
He's so skilled, he can beat Sith Lords in just
When
seconds.
was it?
But Kenobi's most
It didn't show
powerful
on
weapon,
Cartoon Network.
or
I think
better
it did
put,
show on
ally,
Cartoon Network at
is
one
the
point.
Force, an energy that exists almost everywhere. Jedi can tap into the Force to manipulate the world around them.
Like throwing stuff around with telekinesis. Everything from pulling down an airship to crushing someone else's organs.
While Kenobi prefers a more direct dueling approach, his power in the Force is nothing to scoff at. Many years after his time, he was explicitly
ahead and get
compared to
ready
Jedi
for,
Knight Kip Durham,
information
who
that
could
they
move
finna throw
a
out, 'cause
micro-singularity
throw
with
it
a
in there
thought.
somewhere.
Speaking of thoughts, he can mess with yours with the Jedi mind trick. Like if he wanted to, he could get jizz stuck in your head.
Boomstick! Gross!
What? It's a type of music. Those aliens at Jabba's palace were playing it. They're called jizz whalers.
Huh. I bet Disney was real happy to learn about that one. Kenobi's Force abilities also include protective fields, illusions, and Tuda Minus, a technique for absorbing and redirecting energy attacks.
Even without a
Of course he
lightsaber.
used
Oh, also,
telekinesis and
he
stuff
can
like
see the
that.
future.
To a certain extent, Jedi can glimpse the distant future
Oh,
through
thought
focused
shield
meditation.
now.
In
Let
battle,
me
the
protect
Force
his
can guide
mind,
their
'cause-
movements, predicting danger
Wait,
in
how does
advance.
Kakashi
Kinda
Sarda
like a
work again,
space
bro? I
Spidey
forgot
sense.
Exactly.
everything.
With their incredible skill in the Force, Kenobi and Skywalker became a formidable duo.
Obi-Wan ranked up even more and became a general. He's a badass space pilot who can dogfight at near light speed.
According to an official novel, he can even react down to the nanosecond.
I don't know, Wiz. I've seen the movies and Jedi have never done shit like that.
Well, other mediums have greatly expanded
I'm
upon
just letting
Jedi
them explain, 'cause
capabilities.
I feel like if
Some
I
are
say
even
something,
powerful
say
enough to
something
hold
stupid.
together entire planets.
Obi-Wan has fought an army while blindfolded, endured a blast from a starfighter, and battled the Sith Darth Vader. That's when he had to break out his most OP move of all, the high ground. By standing just a few feet above an opponent, Obi-Wan gains enormous extra powerfulness. He even warns you about it.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
It's foolproof.
Not exactly. Remember how Darth Maul had the high ground way back when? Against Obi-Wan himself?
Where do you think he learned such an awesome move? Only Sith Satan could think of something so deadly.
Got Darth Maul
Either way,
out of
Obi-Wan
it.
sadly failed where it mattered most.
Ooh, that's definitely gonna be an F on the old Jedi report card. See me after class for an epic boss battle on a lava planet.
But defeating his fallen student is
Bro, I
no
gotta get
small
back on
feat.
this series,
Anakin
bro.
could telekinetically move starships fast enough to intercept hypersonic missiles. Based on the scale of this dreadnought and the distance it moved, this would need an energy over 21 megatons of TNT.
And that was when he was a newbie. He basically became the most powerful Jedi and Sith in Space Wizard history.
However, Kenobi is extremely dedicated to his strict Jedi code, potentially to a fault. It's debatable if he ever learned from this mistake. After all, he told Luke Skywalker that the only way to ever become a Jedi would be to kill his own father. And he even tried to trick him into never figuring out that fact in the first place.
Dick move, Obi. Dick move.
But even in his worst moments, Obi-Wan Kenobi always fought for the sake of others. He would battle his dark apprentice one last time, sacrificing his life in service of a new hope.
And then he became a ghost!
Don't ruin the moment.
Strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Oh man, Obi-Wan.
Shinobi, Hokage, mentor, friend.
And porn addict!
Kakashi Hatake is all of these, and generally a pretty relaxed guy for someone raised
yeah.
as a ninja assassin.
Forgot
You
that
wouldn't
man
know it at
Kakashi
first
and
glance that his childhood
Jiraiya
sucked
said they were
balls.
both in the
Like when
same
his dad
category.
committed seppuku because he saved his friends instead of prioritizing a mission.
In the shadow of disgrace, this cruel methodology of the ninja and his father's great mistake tore young Kakashi apart.
Reminds me of my
Now that I really
dad.
think about it,
What was his
Kakashi
great mistake?
Has lost the most
He
of
called
his
it
whole entire
boomstick.
series.
Oh. Ahem. Despite his hardship, Kakashi proved himself a prodigy, becoming a Genin at age 5, a Chunin at age
Like,
6, and a
Sasuke
Jonin
didn't
at
go
age
down the
12.
dark path.
For
This is
those of
what
us
he
who
would turn
don't
out to
speak
be.
anime, he might as well have been doing ninja
kinda
rocket
like
science
Kakashi.
in the womb.
He quickly mastered the use of chakra, a form of spiritual energy within all individuals that ninja can shape and weaponize. This is ninjutsu.
He can walk up walls, heal wounds, and even make clones of himself. Plus, he's a master of taijutsu, aka punching people. But his deadliest technique of all is the 1,000 years of death.
Lead Village Secret
Yeah,
Finger
well-
Jutsu! 1,000 years of death!
Oh, that's gonna get you on a list. Naruto's like 12.
Chakra can also be molded into nature itself, and Kakashi can use it for numerous elemental attacks.
Sure, he can shoot fireballs or dunk you with water, but his favorite is lightning. Lightning zaps, lightning clones, lightning dogs? That's awesome! How do I get one of those?
He's even invented a lightning ninjutsu technique, the Chidori. By gathering electric
Chidori.
chakra into his hand or a kunai, he becomes capable of piercing just about anything.
Even a bolt of actual lightning. Take that, nature! Man triumphs over you once again.
This is where Kakashi's own Chidori got its moniker, Raikiri, Lightning Cutter.
Ooh, now I know what I'm gonna name my lightning dog.
The Chidori does have a downside,
I ain't gonna
though.
lie,
Its
Sasuke made
speed
that
and power
move,
are so
like,
great, they give the
look
user
so
tunnel
amazing.
vision and make the attack generally uncontrollable.
Basically, once you kick on the gas, you're zooming straight ahead, no matter what happens. Although,
Especially when
Kakashi
you get,
eyed just the
Naruto
thing to
and
fix it.
Sakura down.
Long story short, he was drafted into a war alongside his friends Rin and Obito.
Shit went down and Kakashi lost an eye. So Obito handed over one of his when he decided to sacrifice his life. Holy shit! Why don't I have any friends like that? Liz, give me your eye.
No!
I'll give it back, I promise.
Obito's eye wasn't an ordinary eye. He was an Uchiha, and this was a Sharingan.
With his Sharingan, Kakashi not only got some control over his Chidori, but he can see a person's chakra,
Yeah.
predict their movements, dupe your brain with genjutsu, and even copy jutsu techniques.
So
He's
Kakashi
such a
can use
filthy
genjutsus.
plagiarist that he's stolen over
So that
1,000
means
jutsus in
If
14
he
years.
does catch
Although
Obi-Wan
since
Kenobi
Kakashi is not an
slipping,
Uchiha, he can't exactly turn the
Right.
Sharingan off.
And then Rin jumped in front of his Raikiri and kicked the bucket too. Man, this guy can't catch a break.
And yet, unimaginable
He
loss
lost
is
the most.
exactly what is needed to unlock the Sharingan's next stage, the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Oh yeah! With the Mankey Eye, he can cast Kamui,
What's it called,
basically
Tom?
sucking
Space
objects or
ninjutsu?
people into another dimension. Sure, it uses up a lot of his chakra pool, but it's a pretty clever instant win move.
The concept of trauma granting new power fascinates me. So, I've stolen Boomstick's entire beer hoard and placed it in a secure room with 200 tons of TNT.
Wait, what? Oh! You monster! What have you done?
Do you feel
You
anything?
gonna unlock it.
Just thirsty, sober, and punchy.
Punchy?
Took your
Next
wallet.
round's on Wiz. Well, for Kakashi, everything sort of worked out in the end. He became a teacher, and this new generation of ninja helped him learn that his dad was right all along. Friends do come first, unless they blow up all your beer. Wake up!
He's held his own against top-tier ninja like Zabuza, Pain, and even his old friend Obito.
Back from the dead and evil now, because why not? Kakashi can definitely compare to fellow ninja master Jiraiya, who can blow up mountains. That takes over 18 megatons of TNT.
Oh, Lord.
And he's caught and sliced lightning. Based on the distance it moved before he caught it, he must have reacted within 70 microseconds and moved over 2,000 times the speed of sound.
Sounds like ninja president material to me. Not too shabby for a guy who likes to read porn in public. Did I forget to mention that? Because he totally does.
Kakashi of the Sharingan is nothing if not
Bro,
full
why
of
does that need to be
surprises.
information included
Right
in this
now,
fight, bro? Leave Kakashi
All I can
alone.
give you is just death.
Alright, I'm gonna have to sit up for this one. So, I'm going into it. I got Kakashi winning. But, you know, you can't count out Obi-Wan Kenobi. He does have the mind prowess to beat
Hello
Kakashi.
there. Hold
That
it.
is facts.
You're in Konoha territory. I have some questions, if you'll come with me.
You want to go home and keep reading your book.
I want to go home and keep reading my book. After I kick your ass!
I like this animation style already. Still reading. Please don't take Kakashi for the whole they book the whole fight.
Had enough?
But that's gonna be
Well now,
too unreal.
you've fallen for the deadliest stratagem we ninja know. 1,000 years of death.
Don't try it! I have the high ground!
I guess I have the high ground.
Wow.
Oh, I don't think so.
Most impressive. But I see you.
Yep. That Sharingan. And he got the lightsaber.
Fire style!
One more. This is how. Oh, he got him. Remember the mental powers, though.
Be mindful of your thoughts, Obi-Wan. They betrayed you.
So this fight might turn around. That Sharingan is literally the like clutch that Kakashi had.
Don't give up.
Trust in the Force.
Leave it alone. Dang.
So uncivilized.
Wow.
Well,
That's
Kakashi
tough.
may have been able to beat Obi too, but he just couldn't handle Obi-Wan. Got him.
Kakashi's wide array of moves
They
certainly
really
kept
used
Kenobi
that
on his
joke,
toes,
bruh.
but the
Oh my
Jedi's arsenal
goodness.
was far more powerful and versatile than you might think.
Yeah, like how chakra is an internal life energy with a limited supply, but the force is external and everywhere. Obi-Wan couldn't exactly run out of it, and Kakashi
Yeah.
couldn't copy force
That makes
techniques.
sense.
Because, I mean, he's using external force, not internal chakra. Totally different.
As for brute power, ninja mountain busting and Anakin's dreadnought telekinesis were fairly comparable. However, Kenobi matched Anakin's force power well after he had become far stronger than that.
This is the chosen one we're talking about here. Other Jedi have done some crazy stuff, like throwing a fleet of Star Destroyers out of a solar system in seconds and stopping a whole planet from going kaboom. Oh, and you know how Obi-Wan tore apart Grievous's armor with his bare hands in Revenge of the Sith?
The same armor designed to survive starship cannons. It withstood a blast that annihilated a subterranean
made
city
sense,
and
bro.
almost collapsed the surface
I
of a
literally said
planet.
that. That
I
mental
seriously
power
doubt
that
Obi is
Obi-Wan
physically
possesses.
strong enough to rip that armor apart.
That's
But
right,
apparently
God,
the
I
Force
mean that.
is.
Even Kamui wasn't a reliable option, since Kenobi's reaction speed was nearly 70,000 times faster than Kakashi's. More than quick enough to avoid Kamui, especially with his precognition.
But we can hear you shouting in the back. What about Kakashi's dual Mangekyo Sharingan that Obito gave him? And the perfect Susanoo?
It's difficult to justify granting those to Kakashi at all, because they aren't really his. He could only use them when Obito's spirit briefly possessed his body.
Even if he did, the results probably wouldn't change much. Remember that Kip guy who moved a black hole? Yeah, he was directly compared to Obi-Wan by Luke himself.
If we're to take that at face value, this means Kenobi could theoretically call upon the Force to exert nearly 14 petatons of TNT.
Way more than what Kakashi
Outside
was packing.
information, bro.
And even then, Obi-Wan could just crush his organs. Shit, man, don't mess around with Jedi.
I know it can seem strange to hear about Jedi being this powerful and deadly, but think of it this way. Part of the reason why the Jedi Code is so strict is because of this immense power at their fingertips. The Code tries to keep them, civilized in a way.
But when you enter a death battle, throw those morals out the window. We're looking for who wins a no-holds-barred fight to the death.
Kakashi had many impressive tools, tricks, and techniques, but Kenobi's brilliant speed, overwhelming force, and greater level of power won this bout.
In the end, Obi won.
The winner is
Bro, he's
Obi-Wan
still over
Kenobi.
here. Wow.
From a certain point of view.
But yeah, W video, W fight.
Hey, thanks
too.
for watching this.